When it came to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and introducing us to the new Captain America and his suit, I think everybody pretty early on realized that the suit was probably going to be Wakandan in its origin. I mean, that was a rumor that started right after Avengers Endgame. But now, as it turns out, that was never really a concrete decision or a thing set in stone up until they actually got to that point. In a recent interview with Anthony Mackie, he was talking about working with everybody for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The process of upgrading the suit and the progress of the suit and how it ties to the bigger MCU. And of course, the revelation that we saw at the end with Bucky getting Sam the new suit that's in part made out of Vibranium. And as we learned that when it came to that whole concept, that was never originally part of it. And there was never this idea that the suit had to be from there when they went into the series or describing it or what they were doing. But essentially what happened was they were looking at the previous suits and how Sam would have to hide from shots taken at him or do certain things or cover him up with wings. And then towards the end, he got a little bit more comfortable and he's willing to just stand there. And if they're holding something up to him, maybe he's willing to take it to the chest. And they figured, well, this doesn't really make sense, but what if we made it bulletproof? So they toyed around with that idea, and that's when they realized, well, as part of the story and what's happening, we can have a scene where it's made out of Wakandan tech. That way, Sam is willing to stand up for what he believes in, but also he doesn't have to take cover because, well, he doesn't have to worry. Unless they aim for the head. And this was actually further confirmed by Eric Levine, who worked on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as the visual effects supervisor. And he confirms that this was something that wasn't really happening in the earlier part of the discussion or anything. Like, that was never an idea that they were told when designing the suit or working on it or the visual effects or anything. It just organically happened to go that way. Now, maybe at some point there was an idea they just didn't tell them, and that's how it was going to come out in the script. I mean, it is Marvel Studios and they're secretive, and you got to prevent some of the leaks from getting out there. So had they told the visual effects studio, yeah, his suit's Vibranium, that might have got out, like a few other rumors that ended up being true got out there in regards to this series and WandaVision. So they were probably keeping these elements close to their chest till the last minute, working with various studios and effects artists. But it's just nice to see that not everything is as it seems when it comes to Marvel Studios, and sometimes even the people working on it don't know what they're working on or what they're being told, if it's true or not. Very secretive.